Hi, I'm Dustin Abbott, and I'm here today to give you one of my head-to-head versus videos, in this case between the Neewer NW-ETZ adapter and the Megadap ETZ21 Pro adapter. In both of these cases, there is a simple premise. The idea is to allow you to use Sony E-mount lenses with autofocus on Nikon Z-mount cameras. The claim includes transmitting XF data, information for VR or in-body image stabilization if your camera is so equipped. And at their best, both of these adapters really work quite well, delivering some of the best autofocus that I've ever seen from an adapted scenario. Though there's always limits. Both of them add almost no bulk, just 2 millimeters of additional thickness and 46 grams of additional weight for the Neewer and 43 grams of additional weight for the Megadap. So which one of these should you buy? That's what we're here to explore today.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fantom Wallet, the minimalist modern wallet that is now even better with the new Fantom X that is crafted from aluminum right here in Canada. It is 22% smaller and 35% lighter, while still making it easy to access your cards and money when you need them, thanks to their unique fanning mechanism. You could even customize your wallet due to its modular design, with accessories like a money clip, cash holder, ID display, and even Chipolo and AirTag tracking integration. Visit store.fantomwallet.com to check out their unique sizes, styles, and finishes that span from aluminum to wood to carbon fiber, and use code DUSTIN15 for 15% off when you're ready to check out.
So first of all, some reasons to buy the Neewer NW-ETZ adapter. The first of these is price. It is definitely the cheapest, costing just $160 compared to $250 for the Megadap. There is also, although I haven't tested it, but there is a weather-sealed option that adds a gasket that allows you to have a seal point there that's available for $20 more. That was one of the things that I did cite the Megadap for in my review of it, is that when you use that adapter, because there's no gasket and this becomes the rearmost thing, it means there's no gasket between your lens now and the camera body itself, which could have a negative impact on your weather sealing. The fact that you have an adapter available from Neewer that does have a gasket can be a beneficial thing if that's something you're concerned about. The Neewer has a bit of an Easter egg type added bonus to it, and that is that it provides focus confirmation for manual focus lenses, even those without any kind of electronics at all. For example, I used the Typox Samara, which is a M-mount lens. I used an M-mount to E-mount adapter. I put that on the Neewer adapter, and I got focus confirmation in the Nikon camera. By the way, I could do that with M42 glass, any kind of lens, and of course E-mount lenses as well that have no electronics at all. It's essentially adding electronic focus confirmation to the mix and allowing even Nikon's focus aid, which shows you which direction you need to focus to get to proper focus. It allows you to have all of that, and it seems to work really, really effectively. That's something that the Megadap adapter, a feature that it simply doesn't have at this point. However, there are also some reasons to choose the Megadap adapter over the top of the Neewer. First of all, there is a better firmware update process for the Megadap. In this case, with their newest version, you can actually do your firmware updates right inside the camera body. Whereas with the Neewer adapter, you are relying, like you used to have to do with Megadap, on a cable that magnetically attaches to the adapter itself, which I found to be a very unreliable connection, and basically it only worked when I kept a finger on it, holding it in place for the firmware update. It's a much simpler process, more straightforward when using the Megadap adapter. I also found that though both of them are supposed to communicate XF data and do to some degree, only the Megadap communicates the correct XF data. And so in this case, it gives you the proper lens designation. It also seems to communicate more effectively to the camera body, and for some reason you seem to get some profile corrections even for video while using the Megadap, which you don't when using the Neewer. So it could be a significant factor there. I also found that the Megadap produces more consistent autofocus performance. And what I mean by that is when the Neewer works, it works really well. So for example, with this Sony 35mm f1.4 G Master, it works like a treat, not far off of a native lens performance. However, If I throw the 50mm f1.4 G Master on the Neewer, I get fairly garbage focus results, whereas with the Megadap, I got really consistent results across different things. Lenses that have slower focus motors, yeah, they're gonna focus a little bit slower. That's to be expected, but at least they all autofocus, and I just didn't find that to be the case with the Neewer adapter. Megadap also claims their new adapter is the only one to work on APS-C or DX Nikon bodies. And so that obviously is a built-in intrinsic advantage. And of course, it works with more lenses than what the Neewer does. So my conclusion is this: both of these adapters have some unique strengths, but I think for most people, the extra money spent for the Megadap is probably worth it. Now, I think that the Neewer shows a lot of promise, and as I said, when it works really, really well. But I think what we're seeing the difference here is that the Neewer is a first generation adapter, whereas the Megadap is not only their second generation, it's actually the second variation of the second generation. So arguably moving towards a third generation. So that has given them time to squash more bugs, to deal with compatibility issues, and they have continued to broaden out the lenses that work well with their adapter, the bodies that work well with their adapter, including, after the firmware 2.0 on a body like the Nikon Z8 that I'm using. And as a byproduct, they are able at this stage, or the time of this review, deliver a more consistent performance with more consistent compatibility. And to me, that makes it worth the extra $90 to spend on the Megadap, but of course, your mileage may vary. I'm Dustin Abbott, and if you want more information, you can find in the description links to both the reviews, both video and text reviews for both of these adapters, some buying links there for either one of them. As always, thanks for watching, have a great day, and let the light in.